The night is quiet until you hear heavy paws on pavement. A Rottweiler's deep stride and a Pitbull's quick bounce arrive side by side. Both breeds carry reputations that echo louder than their footsteps. But living with them tells a story that myths never capture. The first difference hits you right away: temperament. The Rottweiler moves like a general, steady, deliberate, always calculating the next step. The Pitbull? It charges forward like a sprinter, energy bursting, eyes wide with excitement. Rottweilers wear seriousness like armor. Pitbulls carry joy like a spark they can't put down. Spend 5 minutes with each, and you feel the contrast. One radiates command, the other radiates play. But don't mistake playfulness for weakness. Beneath the Pitbull's goofy grin is a determination that surprises even seasoned owners. And don't mistake seriousness for aggression. A Rottweiler's calm demeanor often hides a gentle side reserved only for family. Both breeds adapt to their households, but their starting points differ. The Rottweiler leans toward caution, the Pitbull toward enthusiasm. That contrast makes training their second battlefield. With a Rottweiler, every session feels like strategy. They observe, process, and then decide if your command is worth following. Respect earns obedience, not bribery. The Pitbull approaches training like a game. Praise makes their tail spin, and they'll repeat tasks just for another round of approval. Rottweilers demand structure. Pitbulls demand enthusiasm. Both are intelligent, but intelligence shows up differently. A Rottweiler learns with precision, while a Pitbull learns with passion. That passion can be overwhelming in crowded places. Pitbulls throw themselves toward life with no half measures. Rottweilers stand tall, watching, analyzing, waiting for their moment. They are less likely to lunge, but more likely to react with authority once they decide. Walking both breeds together is an exercise in balance. One pulls forward, the other holds back. Crowded parks turn into tests of control. That's why I always use an anti-theft backpack. In case I need both hands free, my gear stays secure and locked. Check the link in the description if you plan to train or walk dogs in busy spaces. Strength is the third difference, and it's where myths collide. Pitbull jaws get the headlines, but pound for pound, Rottweilers carry more raw power. A Rottweiler's weight presses like a stone wall when they lean in. Their sheer mass can topple an unsteady handler. The Pitbull brings explosive bursts instead. Shorter, stockier, and muscular, they hit like a spring released. It's not about who wins in a fight, it's about how strength shows itself. The Rottweiler is sustained force, the Pitbull is sudden impact. Owners feel it in every tug of the leash. One drains you slowly, the other jolts you suddenly. And both require more strength than most expect. Without preparation, you'll quickly learn who's really walking whom. Around family, another difference emerges. Pitbulls often adore children with reckless affection. They roll on the ground, chase balls tirelessly, and treat kids like playmates. Their joy is contagious, even if it knocks a few things over. Rottweilers, in contrast, take on a guardian role. They hover, they supervise, and they often intervene when play gets too rough. Kids become their mission, not just their entertainment. The weight of responsibility shows in every careful step. That makes Pitbulls feel like siblings, and Rottweilers feel like parents. Both roles matter, but they feel worlds apart. In family life, the choice depends on what you want more. Laughter that spills across the floor, or watchful eyes that never blink. Protection brings another striking difference. Rottweilers were bred to guard, and it shows in their instincts. A knock at the door sets them in motion, chest out, voice booming through the walls. Their presence alone stops most threats. Pitbulls, meanwhile, weren't bred for guarding. Some are protective, but many greet strangers with wagging tails instead of warning barks. That friendliness can shock first-time owners. A Pitbull may protect in a moment of danger, but they don't carry suspicion the way a Rottweiler does. The Rottweiler acts as a sentinel, scanning constantly. The Pitbull acts as a companion, trusting first, questioning later. Both roles have pros and cons depending on the household. Some families want a protector, others just want unconditional love. Training ties back into these instincts. A Rottweiler's protective streak must be shaped carefully or it grows into reactivity. A Pitbull's friendliness must be balanced with boundaries, or it tips into chaos. Both demand active leadership, in different directions. Watching them side by side, you realize there's no simple winner. Their differences aren't just physical, they're philosophical. One breed says, "I will guard you." The other says, "I will love you." And in those words, the choice becomes deeply personal. Neither wrong, but never the same. By the halfway point of your journey, the list of differences already feels overwhelming. But the next half digs even deeper. From exercise demands to health challenges, the surprises keep coming. And they're the ones most owners don't see coming. The next difference rises with exercise. A pit bull is a bundle of restless energy, demanding movement like oxygen. Daily walks aren't enough, they crave sprints, tug of war, and endless games of fetch. If you don't give it, they'll invent their own chaos. A Rottweiler, by contrast, carries stamina in measured bursts. They work hard, then rest deeply, content with balance. They need exercise, but also downtime. Their heritage as drovers shows in their steady, purposeful movement. Neglect exercise for either breed, and problems explode. Pitbulls turn hyperactive, Rottweilers turn destructive. Next comes reactivity. Pitbulls often light up with excitement at every sound, sight, or scent. Sometimes that excitement is joy, but it can tip into frustration if unchecked. Their enthusiasm burns both ways. Rottweilers react with intensity only after calculation. Their threshold is higher, but when they respond, it's decisive. This means Pitbulls demand management early and often. Rottweilers demand vigilance in fewer but heavier moments. Neither lets you coast. Both force you into the role of leader, whether you're ready or not. Health reveals another sharp contrast. Rottweilers, massive and heavy, carry a risk of joint problems, hip dysplasia, and even heart issues. Their lifespans often run shorter, averaging 8 to 10 years. The weight they carry is as much a burden as it is strength. Pitbulls, more compact and athletic, generally live longer. 12 to 14 years isn't uncommon with good care. But they're not immune to issues. Allergies, skin problems, and knee injuries haunt the breed. Owners must be prepared for medical bills with either dog. But the kind of bills may differ: orthopedic for Rottweilers, dermatology for Pitbulls. Shedding and grooming also divide them. Rottweilers blow coat heavily, filling vacuums and couches alike. You'll find their hair in corners you didn't know existed. Brushing becomes a weekly, then daily ritual. Pitbulls shed too, but less dramatically. Their short coats spread fine hairs that cling stubbornly to fabrics. Cleaning feels different with each breed. One gives volume, the other gives persistence. History explains much of this. Rottweilers descend from Roman drover dogs, built to guard herds and haul carts. Their instincts for order and protection still echo today. Every step they take feels rooted in that ancient role. Pitbulls emerged from bull baiting and later companionship. Their grit and people-centered nature reflect that dual legacy. They weren't bred to guard flocks or pull carts. They were bred to endure, to fight, and eventually, to bond deeply with humans. This history shapes modern life with them. The Rottweiler guards your property, the Pitbull invades your lap. Lifestyle fit becomes the final difference. A Rottweiler thrives in households that crave security, routine, and authority. They need confident owners with space, structure, and time to lead. Without it, the dog takes the role instead. A Pitbull thrives where energy and affection overflow. They need active owners ready for play, adventure, and endless contact. Deny them closeness, and they break. Give it, and they shine brighter than most breeds alive. Neither dog fits into every home. Both demand owners who are willing to adjust their lives around the breed. It's not about which is better. It's about which fits you. Choose wrong, and regret follows. Choose right, and life transforms. When people argue Rottweiler versus Pitbull, they often want a winner. But the truth is more complex. The Rottweiler stands as a sentinel, rooted in history, radiating command. The Pitbull bursts as a companion, full of love and raw energy. Each breed shines in its lane. Each breed struggles outside of it. One protects with power, the other connects with heart. One demands respect, the other demands attention. By the end of the comparison, you see it clearly. They are not rivals, they are reflections of different needs. The Rottweiler answers the call for security. The Pitbull answers the call for connection. And both, in their own way, will test you. Both, in their own way, will reward you. As dawn breaks after a long walk, you glance at each dog by your side. The Rottweiler steady, the Pitbull eager. They are more than breeds. They are choices that reshape lives. And whichever path you choose, you carry both the burden and the blessing. That is the real difference, not just between them, but within you.